This is my Vewlix L, aka the Trash Panda. Here's the control panel. Has a lock from underneath, lock bar. That opens both directions. This panel is hinged. It'll fold up and lift out. Includes a light bar, LED lit from the backside, that you put your instruction or moves list underneath the glass per the game that you have featured inside. I have this unbolted. It just simply removes. Power wire hookup. You can see this one, I've already been doing some work to it. This is a project I've had on the back burner for a while, and I've stripped it of all the guts already, other than the monitor and the computer inside that's runs a multi-game system. Okay, here's the mess that comes in one of these Chinese Vewlixes. This is probably a few years older model, because I believe the newer ones come with a Pandora's box installed, where this has an actual PC. You had some type of electronic coin mech that you basically put the token or quarter size in to this adapter, and it sizes it for the coins that you're going to use in the machine, and all this bracketry, and everything will be on free play, so don't need that. The robust power system. This sad face 3-pole power strip. I've never seen it before. I don't know if the plug's a standard over there or what, or if it's, I'm sure it is, got some standard to it, but foreign to me. I'm not going to live here. Oh, the wiring harness. Let's see. It's VGA, SVGA cord. You had basically a JAMA harness. JAMA harness with all your hookups to the buttons and controls. Wiring that goes up to a backlit topper, LED topper, to put like the current game as the real Japanese cabs have, and of course the VGA cable. That's out of here. The wiring harness and amp, sound amp, volume controls, cheap plastic and aluminum. Your basic. It's got 4 speakers, left and right audio. It says 580 watts, but I highly doubt that. Just plugged in there and wired up to the switcher on the 5-volt line. So that's out. Your switches, basic power switch, reset, and credit or test mini button. And then your super quality, clicky Chinese cheap buttons. As soon as you press in on the clip, they snap and break, so one-time use only. But those are all getting upgraded. And onto the power supply, we got a Ming Dong 12 volt 4 amp. Got your grounds, your 5 volt 16 amp, which is okay. Field grounds and then AC lines in. Adjustable. Switchable between 220 and 110. Past QC, but I don't have much confidence in it, so it's got to go. And then on to the computer. Windows XP machine came with a whopping 1 stick of 1 gig of RAM for Windows XP, which is like the operating system barely run on that alone, let alone emulation. They call it the Game King, surprisingly in English, with the dip switches and settings and whatnot, but again, don't think I'll be using that. The computer, it has 4 gigs of RAM that I installed in two 2 gigabyte sticks that I just had from old computer parts laying around, which worked out. SSD, CPU and fan. I haven't took it off to see. It's Intel variety from what I remember. Internal power supply has this unique JAMA edge connector with the hookups to the different ports and whatnot. So you actually plug the JAMA harness into the edge connector here. It has an adapter to the serial port or game port on this older style motherboard that has a 15-pin Super VGA, 4 USB, and a network Ethernet adapter, and your basic sound ports, sound mic and aux. But this I might put back in last minute as like just for the hell of it, depending on what I'm going to throw inside the machine, because who knows. Still open to that idea, but I have it, it's here, and it works. So nonetheless, let's get on to some of the other hardware that I'm going to be throwing at this thing. Okay, on to the hardware. This is all the upgrades Trash Panda is going to get at the moment. The cabinet already has Sanwa silent 8-way sticks with silent buttons. That way it's low noise when I'm streaming or playing online with it. These are the Brooks controllers we talked about before. These are, I believe, a Xbox variant, and this is just a normal PC variant. I believe these will be the ones I'll be installing. These may not be necessary unless I put an Xbox in it, but Brooks makes all the good zero lag controllers for all the competition joysticks out there and stuff that are current use. So we got those, and of course, why do your own wiring when you can just buy it? It's quality connections, all crimped, saves you hours of crimping all these small little spade connectors and power harness, I believe. Hitbox cable. Oh. So anyway, so we got that. Volume control. I don't have the amp here right now that I'm going to be running because I haven't chose it yet. But this is a simple volume control I'm going to put on the deck where you can control the volume and also mute it and switch it from the 4-speaker system it has to headphone out. So sometimes I'll want to wear headphones, sometimes I won't. So that'll be a nice, easy switch. I might upgrade this if I go optical, but that's yet to be chosen. This is very cheap. For the hardware to run games now, if you're not going to run games on original hardware, in my opinion, the best way to do it is in 2025 is with FPGA. It's all the rage. Everyone's heard of it. And this is your typical Mr. Arcade, you know, Mr. add-on boards, RAM, and then DE10 Nano. So it has Ethernet, USB ports, all that jazz, HDMI out. This will be outputting. And basically this is going to emulate all the consoles from, you name it, from back in the day, Bowie Astrocade, Atari 2600, ColecoVision, NES, all the way up through Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, I believe. They're working on things like PlayStation 3 and the more advanced ones, but the processor might not be strong enough to do the newer consoles. But there is a new Nano version, bigger and more robust, that has come out recently, that they're working with on making a Mr. 2, I imagine. So we got that. The Neo Geo games work excellent on these. I've been playing it for years like that, just on a screen and a joystick. And we have here a QSC upscaler. This will take the signal from a Nano like that, or a Mr. like that, or the signal from my JAMA setup here, and upscale it through the output, the output port I'm going to use here to connect. I'm losing my track here.
Today, Junior?
This is a QSC upscaler. It's going to upscale the video signal to the new LG 4K flat panel. Okay. Now onto the real hardware. When I say real hardware, I'm talking about JAMA. This is my CPS2 board. It's decased from its case. It's original Street Fighter Alpha 2 in stock working condition. Still has a good battery on it. Works as intended. I decased it because the fans in these cases are real noisy, and I don't find it necessary. It's going to cool better outside the case with a system fan blowing with airflow through it. With that said, it's not going to stay just an Alpha 2. What I have here, if you're not familiar, is a Darksoft CPS multi-mod kit. With this, you'll be able to remove that top board and controller board and install this system, and you load the factory ROMs on this board, and you'll be able to use this LCD screen to toggle through the games and select every CPS2 game that's made on this hardware system. So you just scroll through the LED menu, choose your game, hit the enter button to load, and it loads it on your screen. And you're playing at this point, you're playing on real hardware. So it's like having every CPS2 board installed in the game. So with that, it's your basic Darksoft kit. Has a ribbon cable for the LCD, and even a housing that is bought third-party, 3D printed. This will I'm going to mold it into the control panel on the top on a bit of an angle. Has a back cover, and the cabling will go through here and you'll just see a LCD screen with the buttons through the face like that. And it's backlit, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much it there. For the system, I'll be getting the video signal. Video signal will come off the JAMA Edge like any other arcade machine does, where it usually has wires that goes to the CRT monitor. But in this case, I'll use this JAMA Edge connector and grab the video. It's designed just to grab the video signal off the JAMA Edge and send it to the upscaler, from the upscaler to the monitor itself. So there we go. It's pretty simple. Next video is going to be doing the wiring and getting this stuff installed. Like I said, I have some wiring and some things already installed before I started filming on this project. So once we get onto video 2, we'll probably cover what I've already done and while we're doing it, you know. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. And like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.